everybody. I need to turn this sound off. Song off. Because I am still coming out of this sore throat. But thank you, everybody, for being patient And of course, my stream deck is being stupid. Hi, everyone. How's it going? Oh, let me try to turn the lights down a little bit because I just got new ones today because one of our cats, it was you, or was it one of our cats chewed through the cheaper version of them. So we got new ones, but these are like upgraded. You could see there's like, this is a candy cane here, and this is a Christmas tree. And I wanted to have them special for, let me see if I can bring this down a little bit and see if you can see it a little bit better. Oh yeah, that's much better. Look. Let me turn this one down to 50. Like these literally just went up. Yeah, let me turn this down. There we go. You can see it a little bit better with the little twinkling lights. Cute, right? Absolutely orange cat behavior. So, hi everybody. Now, I did not expect there to be an entire, Kate's my favorite pick for Misogynist too. What? I did not expect there to be like a full show today. So I have a couple timestamps that we'll watch. But really tonight is about launching the holiday fun. We have this full advent calendar that we're going to bust open, every single one, because I have a different one for every week. And this is a French chocolate company called Rohan. It says delicious chocolates with pure cocoa butter to discover. And so I got this from like a French online market. And I also have a whole presentation about my favorite things. Excuse me. This is basically stuff that I use almost every day. So it's not like, none of it is, there's no ads. It's literally just stuff that I use every day or almost every day that I love so much. I'm realizing now I didn't put this on here. And it is maybe the thing I use the most besides my computer. My Yeti. I do have to confess something first, though. Before we get too deep into everything else, I do need to admit something that isn't always easy to admit. I saw this clip today, and I just really needed to address it. So, let me just pull it up here. And if that's a cat on a light, oh, it is. I'm spraying your ass. No one is breaking my lights this time. Let's see if this works now. Web. Just almost fully doxed myself. Why aren't my thingies working? That's really annoying. I don't understand. Okay, it's fine. We just won't use them tonight. We just won't use my fucking stream deck tonight. Isn't that fun, everyone? Okay, anyway. I saw a clip of Papa Gut making some accusations about me. And so I really just want to address them before they get out of control. So here we go.
So, I mean, fuck it, I'll take it. Ethan did get that 5% plus, and then some.
Oh, do I even have orders? Well, I guess I have some now. Like girl with the microphone. Like I think she's the order.
Wow, dude, shouting out the girl with the microphone is a beautiful thing. I love that so much.
Not that
Did he have her on the show yet?
I would like even. Not that I even need that title, but I guess someone could.
Is this the deepest clipception I've ever had? I didn't realize there was also Hassan here. We've got Ethan reacting to Hassan, Papa reacting to Ethan, reacting to Hassan, and now me. Double audio. Thank you. Let's turn one of these off. Okay, thanks, guys.
Claim that she's her own person. She's not. She orbits no man.
Oh, I think she's a lesbian, so she literally doesn't. I think isn't the girl with the microphone a lesbian? I don't really know if that's true. Alex of Fiction told me that, but I think it's true.
Definition.
She's the center of her own solar system, bro.
That's amazing. I love that.
That's right.
Well, everything is orbiting something else in space. Think about it.
So yeah, I will not stand. You want me to start it over? Yeah, we can watch it again. Oh fuck, I lost the. Hang on one sec. Let me pull it up. Luckily, I'm smart and I know that I fuck up a lot, so I timestamped it.
So, I mean, fuck it. I'll take it. Ethan did get that 5% plus and then some.
Oh, do I
go
even
through
have
this back and-
orbiters? Well, I guess I have some now. Like girl with the microphone. Like I think she's an orbiter.
Wow. Dude, shouting out the girl with the microphone is a beautiful thing. I love that so much.
Not that
Did he have her on the show yet?
I would like even.
He
Not that I
did.
even need that title, but I guess someone could claim that. She's her own person. She's not. She orbits no man.
Oh, I think she's a lesbian, so she literally doesn't. I think, isn't the girl with the microphone a lesbian? I don't really know if that's true. Alex the Fiction told me that, but I think it's true.
Wow.
She's the center of her own solar system, bro.
That's amazing. I love that.
Wow. So, I mean, just straight up defamatory claims. I will be suing. How dare you call me a lesbian? My wife will be very upset with you. Yes, I'm a fucking lesbian. I've been gay out since high school. I'm super, super gay. Yes, homo. Yes, homo at every turn. Watch out, Father Stomach. Yes, I'm very gay. Let's put that speculation to rest. The real defamation was him considering that I might not be gay. Right? As a lesbian supremacist myself. Oh, Lord. So there's that. Also, I got something in the mail that Hassan would really, really like. It's a little red book. It's a little red book. But this one is not a China tour propaganda tool. It's, can you see? You probably can't see, it's too bright. It's a Christmas Carol. And this is part of our holiday fun. I'm going to be doing more ASMR once my voice is back. Reading sections of the Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my fucking thing over here. Reading sections from A Christmas Carol right up until Christmas. There's just enough little chapters to get us there. Reading it once a week. My voice is cute. Thank you so much. You love that I'm super gay. I love that I'm super gay too. So yeah, I think we can just jump in and look at the schedule here. I think that's what's next. Anyways, yeah. First of all, we heard this week that the show's going on a 1-month break, which is a long break, and they deserve it. I'm very happy for them, right? But we're going to get thirsty, right? We are going to get thirsty. So we are going to make sure that H3 fans are fed the entire time. This is just a couple people that are going to be filling the space. Me and Alex the Fiction. We have stuff going on all December and January during the break. So I've got tons of streams, specifically holiday related stuff that I'm peppering in all the way up to Christmas. And then doing some stuff afterwards too while I'm away. Doing some on the road mukbangs and things like that. These are Alex's streams. He's also going to be dropping videos. You guys know him. He's always cranking out amazing interviews and things like that. So shout out to him. And yeah, just keep an eye on the rest of the H3 Galaxy because there is sure to be more content over the next month. And it's a great time to get to know some new faces, right? I will post it in Discord. Thank you, Kristen. And let's just continue with the schedule for me at least. Oh, did I not put it in here? Oh, I didn't put it in here. Hang on one second. Those aren't working. Great. And then we have my actual schedule. I want to show you guys what's coming the rest of this week, and then what you can expect the rest of the month here. God damn it. There we go. Okay, so coming up this week, well, the rest of this week and the weekend, we have season streamings. Obviously, we did the after party last night. Tonight's the holiday stream kickoff with the advent calendar and my wish list, and obviously talking about H3. We've got more H3 coming tomorrow. And also for members, we're going to watch a holiday movie. We're watching The Little Princess with Shirley Temple from 1939 because it's in the public domain. And we had a lot of fun watching public domain movies. Go gay, everyone.
At Kimberly81 says, shout out to warm and welcoming Guamily Discord. Purple heart emoji.
Oh, that's so good to hear. Thank you. Thank you, Kimberly. So yeah, we had fun watching some old Halloween movies, like scary movies, sci-fi movies that were in the public domain during our spooky streams. So now with our season streamings, we're going to do that again and have some fun with that. This Saturday will be a gossip fest for members. It is the next edition of Who the Fuck Did I Marry? And then on Sunday, hopefully my voice will be back. We will do some holiday gaming and start reading from the Little Red Book. So that's kind of like the truncated schedule because being sick, I missed a couple days. And then next week will just be the general fun holiday schedule. We'll have holiday activities, advent calendars on Monday, and other things like that. I'm going to do some winter makeup looks on Tuesdays and then transition directly to a gossip stream for the members. A Christmas Carol ASMR will be on Wednesdays normally. Fridays we will have holiday movie for members and then some holiday gaming on the weekend. The beauty advent calendar business just hit my country, but they're so expensive. One of the advent calendars I got is an Ulta advent calendar, but it's like all minis. Like they paired with mini brands. And so I'm really excited for that because it was not expensive. It was nice to have little cheapy ones. So there's that. And these still aren't working. And that is fucking annoying. I really don't know what happened here. Let me just do this and see if I can try one more thing. Yeah, it's just like stuck on waiting for OBS. How dumb. How very dumb. Anyway, probably have to restart OBS and we ain't doing that shit today. So, we talked about the weekly schedule. I wanted to give you guys another reason to love and get into women's hockey. But of course I can't because every time I save an Instagram link, it just decides to pull up a random video. Shout out Meta. I like watching people open them, but I don't want product I'll never use. I already have enough. Well, you're in luck because that's what we're going to be doing. That is what we're going to be doing. And you don't have to have any extra junk in your house. All right, the first actual timestamp for tonight is Ethan reiterating and showing more clips of him giving his opinions on Israel and Palestine and everything that's going on there. I haven't seen some of these. I kind of forgot how adamant he was about being pro-Palestine and anti-Israel, the Israeli government, well before October 7th. Like, I knew that he had spoken about it, but there are like several clips that I forgot about. And so I'm so glad that he is sharing them again. And so I'm going to let him run We can talk about them as they go. But I just think that these are important to keep sharing because it just proves how fucking stupid this entire hate campaign has been. It's literally just been attacking somebody who already agrees with you and trying to run what could be an important ally off the internet and ruin their businesses. It's fucking foolish. So here we go.
Want me to tell you a little bit? I can give you in a nutshell.
I get it.
Well, people always get mad at me because they go, oh, you make fun of her because she's ignorant, and then you don't explain it to her.
Oh, so now you're going to educate me on it?
I can give you in a nutshell.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, here we go. So before
This is me trying to save her, by the way. Before she showed up at my house in the IDF fatigues and beret. And she had dog tags for all of her confirmed.
Ethan said he was pro-Palestine in college. Yeah. I mean, we have the evidence from 14 years ago on the pedo troll account of him saying how disgusting the settlers in the West Bank are. Like, he has been consistent on this. So what really was it about?
Kills.
Of Jews from Europe.
She didn't do that. There was no dog tags.
And around the world to Israel, there was the Palestinians lived there, more or less. This is very simplified. And then the Jews bought up a ton of land and moved them and just forced them down into the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. Some people consider all of Israel.
There was.
See, but he's right, even from the start there, he's putting all of the onus on Israel, right? He's not doing what a lot of actual malignant Zionists do, which is be like, oh, well, the Arabs were attacking and we didn't feel safe, right? He is saying Israel pushed them further down. And he even doubles down here to say, you know, there was a lot of like forced displacement and everything. And this is 2020, right? This is 2020. We also have a clip from 2021, 2023. The man has been consistent, and that's why this whole thing has been so frustrating. And it really does make you wonder what it's all been about. We know what it's about, right? He pushed back on Hassan, trying to be a fucking propagandist and ignoring the nuances of the situation that Ethan knows much better than Hassan, and Hassan felt fucking stupid. And later in this episode, we will see the way Hassan treats people when he is made to look stupid, right? It's the same playbook. But let's keep showing just how pro-Israel Ethan's always been here.
I definitely touch on it later, but just to add, it was a lot of forced displacement as well through war.
Palestine, but it's like traditionally Palestine. I mean, it is. If you go back in a map, used to be called Palestine, Palestinian territory.
So he could say he's Palestinian.
No, because he's not Arab. He's not Palestinian.
Only Arabs believe that.
Well, Palestinian is a group of people, like Jews is a group of people. Their lineage and their heritage, and they're from that region. But they're living in.
Right, Moses and Elah, their family's from Libya, Lebanon, right? Was it Lebanon? I know it was Libya and a couple other places. They were not, as far as I know, were not indigenous to Palestine, right? So they are not ethnically Palestinian.
Gaza Strip,
Libya,
they're
okay.
like boxed in this tiny bit of land that Israel owns, and it's fucking
Italy,
horrible to
right.
live there.
So they're not like walking around Tel Aviv.
No. Well, some of our, yeah, no, there's a lot of Arab Israeli dual citizens.
I don't want them to be mad, honestly. Like, I really don't. I thought it was a joke because, like, honestly, where I was coming from is like, I don't even know where Palestine is. Like, I don't
Yeah, it's
know.
kind of complicated, but
Well,
but Palestine.
You don't know where
Libya and Turkey, thank you.
Israel is? Because she's not listening. I get the feeling she's not listening.
Of course
No,
not.
the Israelis do a lot of fucked up shit there, like stealing their land, encroaching on their land all the time. So yeah, they're kind of like.
Mind you, 2020, this is before. Wasn't this around the time where Hassan couldn't find Yemen on a map? He thought Yemen was Israel, where Israel is, right? Hassan doesn't like being made to feel stupid. But by the same token, he refuses, as he said multiple times, to learn anything new. It is the sign of like a mentally weak person to have such like a brittle sense of intelligence that you never get better at things, you never want to learn anything new, you never want to admit that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because truly, the more you learn, the more you realize how little you know. But Hassan has just painted himself into a corner where he feels like he has to be or act like the smartest person in the room all the time, but he's not fooling anyone, at least not over here.
Like Christopher Columbus. How did I do, Dan? Did I do okay?
I guess it's all right.
But obviously, that's why they get sent.
Just compared West Bank settlers to, the people founding Israel, not finding, but founding Israel, to Christopher Columbus. He's also going to call it an apartheid, a genocide. This is well before watermelons in the bios, right? Like this is someone who grew up Jewish, learning about Israel and Palestine. This is someone who lived in Israel. This is someone who married into an Israeli family. Like he knows what the fuck he's talking about. And the more I hear this, the more I learn about Hassan and the way he acts when he feels like he's not the number one whatever it is in the room, is he lashes out. It was never about disagreeing. It was that Ethan knew fucking more than he did. And had a better take.
Sensitive because it's like a genocide, like a Palestinian genocide.
No.
Oops,
Note
there
that
it is.
the time of this, 2020. This was 3 years before October 7th. 3 years I used the word genocide before October 7th.
Right? And all the snarkers being like, it started before October 7th. Yeah, bitch. And you didn't care about it before October 7th. Guess who did? Ethan fucking Klein. He called it a genocide before you knew where Israel and Palestine were on a map. He called it an apartheid before you knew what the fucking Gaza Strip was, you fucking dumbasses. It's so obvious. It's so obvious what this was really about. It's fucking cult of personality.
These people criticizing me. Look at someone like Madison, who's like now lecturing me on the conflict.
Yeah.
I swear to God, she couldn't point to Israel on a map.
Absolutely
She
not.
couldn't.
Almost certainly.
She couldn't point to Gaza. I would bet my entire wealth on that,
Jewish.
Ain't
and I
no
would
way.
double my money if anybody took that bet.
So it hit home for me in that aspect.
We have a
Sorry.
We have an update. She put out a video. It's pretty fun. Enjoy that.
Well, we will.
Happening now.
Don't worry, we will be checking in on that because Ethan thinks that she was talking about me in part of it, and just in case she was, I obviously have a response.
Or / apartheid.
She apologized?
Happening now.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
no, of course not.
Watermelons in the bio is the current equivalent to the black square post to me. I think that's true if you're not doing anything else, right? Like if you're just using that to virtue signal, but you're not actually engaging in any real activism, like in real life, or doing any sort of like actual fruitful online organization. Yeah. It's just a fucking status thing. It's just social capital, and it's terrible to be using a genocide for that. And it's, if you're not doing anything else, it's fucking lazy. It's fucking lazy to do that. To just put it in your bio and be like, well, I'm safe, right? It's like the Hebrews smearing blood over the door, right? So their house will be passed by. It's like, I got the watermelon. Don't fucking yell at me. Don't harass me. It's like the models and the makeup artists who, at the whiff of being confused with being a Zionist or being in the same room with a Zionist, they like completely blew up their chances at future work with multiple people. It's just idiotic. It's just so idiotic.
Oh yeah, and I also call it apartheid.
Oh, okay. Just wondering.
Period, King.
Yeah.
Right. I apologize. I think my joke was funny. I think it's a joke. It's TikTok.
But it's more a joke about how ignorant you are, not about the Palestinian
Yeah,
people.
that's how I feel too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, look at this dumb bitch.
Just covering for
No
her.
one is
What
taught
a good
Israel
friend.
versus Palestine.
I feel like the vast majority of people know what Palestine is.
Maybe not. I think they all learned about it.
Maybe not in 2020. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Certainly now.
So,
Terrible way to learn about it, unfortunately.
I don't know what more I need to show these people, but apparently it's really not about my opinion about Palestine at all, is it? Damn, here's a supercut of me
This is great.
talking about it in the past 3 years, starting with the clip we just watched. I can skip that one.
Europe and around the world to Israel. There was the Palestinians lived there. And then
If y'all see this on TikTok or in the wild or wherever it's posted, just give it a reshare. Because I will say, like, I have had people, like one of my friends, I will say, he was like, we were driving somewhere, and I hadn't seen him in a while. And he kind of knew that I was doing like YouTube stuff and that I was, talking about H3 and, doing a React show. And he was like, I'm not a Hassan fan, but I fucking hate Ethan Klein. And I was just like, why? And he couldn't even really articulate it because it's just in the zeitgeist, right? He was like, oh, well, he's like misogynistic and he's like suing all these small women creators who like for no reason. And I was like, this guy is so smart. But because he doesn't care to look into it, because why would you if this wasn't a show you cared about? You're just getting this horrible opinion of Ethan. And he supports Israel and he is a genocide supporter. And I was like, no, he's not. I showed him some of this stuff and I told him about it. And he was like, oh, well, why are they saying that? And I'm like, girl, I don't fucking know. But it's not true. And I was like, I'm not going to keep pushing it on you, but I like the truth. And it bums me out when even my friends are falling for that bullshit. So I was like, oh, by the way, Ethan thinks the West Bank settlers are valid military targets. He called it a genocide before October 7th, just giving him little hits because it's like, I don't know what else to do. And, it's not my ministry really. But it's frustrating. It's frustrating. One sec. Let me just put this on.
the Jews bought up a ton of land and just forced
let me
the
skip to the end of
Palestinian
this.
genocide.
Oh, happening now?
Or slash apartheid.
Happening now.
Yeah.
I said the Israeli government's making me sick. Even if Hamas is operating as civilian buildings, it doesn't justify the total destruction of that building. It's inhumane. Netanyahu is a piece of shit warmonger. It needs to go. As a dual citizen, I love Israel and the Israeli people. They deserve a government that actually believes in peace and not force and violence. The ultra-right Jewish settlers are among the greatest provocateurs in the world. They're shameless, hateful, fueled by religious zeal, and enabled by the Israeli government. I wish the settling and repositioning of Palestinian land would stop. I wish the bombing in Gaza would stop. Gazans deserve to live a life free of fear. For all the crimes Hamas has committed, we must always remember that they are.
Again, this was from 2021, right? We've all read this one.
Are not Palestine. The Israeli government holds all the power, and it's on them to stop the violence and show a true willingness for peace. And again, I'm saying
and one
that
again, going back.
He was reading that out 2 days after, because as soon as October 7th happened, right, everybody was panicking online. I had so many people demanding that I say something, and then demanding that I change what I said, demanding that I use different words. I mean, this is coming from pro-Palestinian people or pro-Palestine people, super duper like Zionist Jewish people or Israelis telling me that, I shouldn't say it this way, that I need to condemn Hamas to this degree. And then on the other side, it's not a conflict, it's a genocide, right? Like everybody was doing that shit. because all of us felt helpless, right? And everybody was trying to like manage the narrative. Oh, Skylark, welcome. Everybody was trying to manage the narrative. And so here is Ethan trying to get out in front and be like, this is how I feel. And also, what Hamas did literally 2 days ago was horrendous. Like, why can't, if I really
talk
feel
about the lesbian tarantulas.
Sweesh. I really think that if there had been, and this is Israel's fault, if there had been a little bit of time before Israel started
See you at the
carpet
after
bombing.
party.
Oh, thank you, Thunderboote. I like that name. If Israel had given just a little breath for the mourning and the grief of October 7th before they immediately started slaughtering tens of thousands of civilians, I think that things would be very different right now.
Go gay,
Because
everyone.
the poor people, the families of the hostages and the victims, right? Jewish people in general who were scared that they were going to be attacked globally, because that tends to be what's happened. They didn't get a chance to just grieve and be scared. They didn't get the chance to like
Go gay, everyone.
have some space for how they felt, right? It was immediately I mean, their pain was immediately drowned out by the insane death toll happening in Gaza, right? And then it just felt like there was no room. And then
we want to
people
talk about the lesbian tarantulas.
Hi, Deej. Thank you. But you know what I mean? Like, there just wasn't time. And these people never got even like a day or two to have a little bit of sympathy and a little bit of empathy from the world, right? Like, after 9/11, of course, there were people being like, yeah, America deserved it. Hassan. Taylor Lorenz, right? But the whole world was like, fuck, this is horrible, right? And even like other mass shootings or terrorist attacks, there was a little bit of time for people to lift up these families that had just been devastated. And the Israelis didn't get that. And it almost felt like if you considered them at all, then you were a fucking monster and you were distracting from the pain of the Palestinians because of how quickly Israel responded with like just utter violence. And so, yeah, I mostly blame Israel and Netanyahu and the IDF for like just wiping out any sense of holding space that could have happened for the people who were mourning their loved ones and who were scared. That's like a normal human thing. So because of that, because there was no room for that, these people had nowhere to put their emotions. And so they kept trying to get validated for it. And people kept being awful to them. And that's why they had to keep talking about it. Yes, of course. A lot of stuff was happening where like the, more rabid Zionists were co-opting their grief and their pain to justify what was happening in Gaza, right? But for the most part, it was just people wanting to be recognized and have their pain validated. And that's all that Ethan and Hila seemed to be talking about to me. It was just, Hassan, if you can acknowledge that this was awful, that there are victims on both sides, not in the same quantity, but that there are people hurting, then we can stop talking about it. That's what it felt like to me. It just felt like people not wanting to be invalidated for a terrorist attack that happened to them. And even if you know, as I do, that Hamas exists because of what Israel has done, just like ISIS exists because of what the U.S. has done, that doesn't mean innocent people deserved what happened to them. And I think anybody who made it seem like feeling that way was antithetical to peace really did the movement a disservice, you know? Anyway, here's me being a communist. Here's me being outed. Oh, God. Shout out. I think this is Grape Tickler, right? Grape Tickler just really sniped me on that one. Comrade with a microphone. Quam. I'm so glad I pulled the soy face just in time for the screen cap. So, oh, that's that. Okay. Well, that's Hassan. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So let's keep going. I just wanted to say that, like, this is something that, I mean, I was having conversations because I had a big platform on Instagram well before October 7th. I have, like, I think almost 98,000 followers or something like that.
At Tiffany 2 Trill says, working but wanted to say hi and send you some love.
Hi, Tiffany. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. And so I had a lot of people in my DMs. I was talking with Israeli people. I was talking to Jewish Americans with Israeli family members. I was talking to Palestinian people, Arab people, across America, in Europe, in Israel, right? Like people from everywhere. And so I got a lot of information from these people, and it was all just rooted in so much pain and fear and anger. And so to act like that shit doesn't matter, or it only matters for some people, and that even the act of just acknowledging people's pain is somehow counterproductive, just feels so stupid and so short-sighted. You know? Foolish. Totally foolish. All right, let's keep going here. And give my voice a rest. Let Ethan talk for a minute.
Just to check the date. 21, May of 2021. We're now more than 2 years before October 7th, right? So you've got to wonder, why is it that they are insisting that I'm in support of genocide? Like, why actually are they saying that?
Mm-hmm.
Is it because I criticize Hassan and they're like
Yes.
cultishly dedicated to defending, smearing all of his enemies? Or is it they actually think that I'm pro-genocide? Because, like, I feel like if you actually spent 5 minutes, I don't even think it's hard. Like, you just type Ethan comments on Israel-Palestine or whatever. I mean, something generic like that. I feel like you would be able to find these clips like extremely easy. So I do find it interesting.
Yeah, and no one is saying that what's happening in Gaza is on the, or what happened during the terrorist attack is anywhere close to the scale of like annihilation ongoing in Gaza, where Israel is continuing to violate the ceasefire, right? Nobody is saying that. What I'm saying is these people didn't even get a fucking day. And again, I blame Israel, for the immediate fucking carpet bombing, right? But also for the super hardline authoritarian government that has ruined any sense of like good favor Israel might have had, right? Because now because their government is so terrible, because the history of Israel is so violent, right? The people who just happen to be born there are vilified and written off, right? And dehumanized. And a lot of them have grown up to be very hateful. Right? A lot of them have. Like, I wish a lot more Israelis were as pro-Palestine as Ethan and Hila are. There's a long way to go, but that doesn't mean that the whole society is garbage. And I don't see a way forward unless Israelis also stand up to their government. Unless there's some third option of, wiping out all of the Jews in the region, which, Hassan keeps saying that's not what he's for. But what other choice is he looking at here based on his politics? Like, I feel like I can infer what he wants when he says he wants a one-state solution. And the way he talks about Israeli people and the way that the people who follow him talk about Israelis. They want them fucking wiped out. And it's also just not going to happen. Right? It's like saying we should wipe out 300 million Americans because of what our ancestors did to genocide the Native Americans. Like, it's not realistic. We're on stolen land. Israel is on stolen land, right? So what are you going to do about it? That could actually start to mend this wound. It's not killing more people. That hasn't worked yet.
By the way, Ethan is literally behaving like Israel. This is like Israel-style behavior.
What does that mean? I would love for him
my
to
stomach is
explain
full
what
of
that
water.
means. What
That's
is
what you're
Israel?
doing.
Just being a dickhead? You're being
Think about
you're
it.
being so Israel right now, bro.
I've been telling Ethan I would suckle on his udders if
that-
he bought those udders. You know what I'm saying?
The fuck?
That's the real
All right,
reason
there's
the show
another
ended.
clip.
Okay. Invasion started.
I feel like this is the one that I don't remember. I think this is one that surprised other people too.
I think it started the same day.
So this same day. So I mean,
the bombing started the next day. The actual land invasion, I think, was a few days.
Yeah.
So it may.
I remember it was a few days. Yeah.
I think I think like the 13th is when the ground operation.
So I
started.
mean,
Sounds right. Yeah,
there
yeah.
were some. Yeah. So there was bombings, but like, even on October 11th, before.
Yeah, I mean that was still in the immediate.
Yeah, the immediate, and I was already saying that. Like,
Not even a week after.
I feel like my track record on this is impeccable. And once ago, honoring the great pedo troll, my 15-year-old troll Reddit account. Again, they like to show all of my colorful jokes, but they don't like.
I don't understand how anyone watches Hassan. I never liked him. I barely watched Leftovers. Yeah, same. I didn't like Hassan before he was on Leftovers. I thought he was. I've never been a fan of the Young Turks. I've always found them really obnoxious. And he was part of that. And then he was a Bernie bro, and he was obnoxious as a Bernie bro, and he was misogynistic as a Bernie bro. So I've never been a fan of Hassan. And what I've learned from the way that Hassan fans interact with me is that they watch him because they're angry too. They're angry, ugly people. They just want to be angry. They want to be hateful. They don't want to actually fix anything. They just want somewhere to rage. And because he is emotionally dysregulated, they are drawn to that. They like when he's mean. They like when he tries to humiliate people. They like when he belittles people. They like when he abuses people verbally. You know, like that's like a feature for them, not a bug. And realizing that that is what they're there for, made me stop engaging with people and trying to like engage, try to like activate their common sense. Because it's like the fucking Colosseum. Like, they just want blood. They just want like verbal assaults and violence. That's what they want. They watch him because he's angry. And there are a lot of angry, emotionally dysregulated people out there. And he is exploiting that. That's how I feel. I feel like he's just, he found his niche, and it's just being a fucking bully to people.
Like the show is my comment from 14 years ago stating that I don't support Israel's expansion in the West Bank and I don't support the Israeli government. They don't show that one. 14 years ago, man. That was when I was living in Israel. And I still...
It's 14!
I was still consistent on that one.
It always comes back to 14 somehow.
14 pages.
It's 14!
It's uncanny.
Where is the clip, buddies? Let's play it. Okay, here we go.
An act of war. I can tell you that the West Bank settlements are basically an act of war. And I don't really believe even that settlers are civilians in the same way that the people who were murdered are.
By the way, that was a pretty radical statement. I'm
sure you're getting love from both sides with that one.
yeah, of course. I mean, well, Hila lost friends in Israel for not supporting Israel hard enough.
Yeah.
It'll never be enough, right? Like, and I think that we need to show this and share this, not because we're trying to convince these people who just want to be angry, but for people like my friend and also like my brother who have this opinion of Ethan that has been fed to them via osmosis. Like, they didn't even realize how much disinformation they were ingesting. Like this past spring, I got into an argument with my brother, and he was like, "Oh, Ethan looks like he's on drugs now." I mean, Mike, my brother, like, introduced me to H3. Like, he's one of the reasons I started watching it, and he got into the pipeline, where he was getting really wrong information since October 7th, right? And I talked to him and I sent him these clips, right? And he was like, "Oh, watching this made me feel differently about it," right? Like, made me have more sympathy for Ethan. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that the people in my life who I've actually like tried to talk to about this were open to it. And I think that's the mark of just like actual human interaction and not internet bullshit, But like my brother being like, "Yo, Ethan looks like he's on fucking crack." And I was like, "What are you doing? Who are you right now?" It was very upsetting. And we had an argument about it. But then in the end, like I knew a lot more than him on this because I actually watch Ethan, right? And so I was able to send him stuff and just be like, "What do you think of this? What do you think of this?" And he was like, "Oh shit." So yeah.
Right. But all you can do is just be true to yourself and speak what
That's
you
true.
believe
Ethan
to be
was
right
on
into
crack
the world
once.
without pandering to anyone. And just because, listen, when you start pandering, you start lying. And when you start lying, you start being inauthentic and you just get lost in the sauce. And you don't even have an opinion anymore. You just say what they want you to hear.
Right. And for all of Hassan's bitching about liberals virtue signaling and pandering and doing identity politics, like, you are fucking pandering. You created a scapegoat out of somebody who is an ally just because your people needed blood. And he wasn't towing the line, and you decided that was enough. And by towing the line, I mean just ignoring the suffering of civilians in Israel. And you sacrificed your friendship for that. And it's fucking, antisocial behavior.
That's how you know you're the fucking man, is when everybody hates you.
Hell yeah.
In other words, and that's why I wake up every morning with a smile on my face.
I am the man.
It's no one of character
Everybody
that hates him.
I can tell you that what Israel's doing in Gaza is as evil can be. Blowing up, leveling neighborhoods, cutting off water, power, food. I can say that till I'm blue in the fucking face. So I don't want to hear any goddamn person saying that I'm a...
This is all just this is me making every concession possible before criticizing Hamas slaughtering 1,000 civilians in cold blood.
And this is what all Jewish people and people with family and friends in Israel had to do before they were ever allowed to admit that they were hurting and grieving. And even then, they were distracting. Right? Like this is only 4 days after people were slaughtered and all of these hostages were taken and missing. And they weren't given any room. They weren't given any room to just have a fucking human feeling about it. And again, that was so much Israel's fault for how quickly they responded. They just wiped out any chance for the people, the civilians of Israel, to be seen as separate from their government. And it's a fucking shame. And then all of it was just perpetuated by people like Hassan, who saw the chance, right? They saw what looked like a weakness, and they saw their audience foaming at the mouth for him to make a choice. And he didn't want to lose his audience. He didn't want his audience to turn on him. So he turned them on Ethan. And yeah, he's finally facing some comeuppance about it.
Zionist, which again was the source of this entire hubbub is about, right? Is that I don't like Hamas, if you can believe that. Not a fan.
Not shocking.
Not a Zionist. The only reason people call me a Zionist is because I'm Jewish. So explain to me how that's not anti-Semitic. Not a Zionist. Never talked about Zionism. Never talked about Israel having a God-given right to exist or whatever the fuck. If Israelis can't imagine why some Palestinians want to do this kinds of shit, then you're also part of the problem. People don't want to imagine. They don't care. It's like the Israelis, we don't care about dead Palestinian babies. We just bomb it because, you know what? It's a retaliation. And I don't know how much more I can fucking say that I support Palestine and Palestinian people in the most extreme way possible.
Again, this is 4 days after a terrorist attack, okay? If I remember back to 9/11, which was our biggest terrorist attack, right? Even like very progressive, or at least liberal people I knew, were out for blood, right? And they were not giving a fuck about how America had laid, made their bed and now they had to lie in it, right? They were raging on behalf of the dead, right? And so for Ethan and Hila to have the room to say all of this while processing so much grief and anger and fear is very big of them. Just like on a human level. It's not a given that everyone will feel this way and be able to articulate it. That's just human emotion. It just is. 4 days after. And mind you, this is 4 days after the terrorist attack. Shredder also died like a month or two before this. The amount of grief on these people, on them specifically, right? Because everyone in Hassan's circle is talking about like the incalculable grief of the Palestinian people as a whole, right? That is something that is really hard to quantify within you, right? But these people had grief for actual, like, specific people and fear, right? That's going to, no matter who you are, if you know people in danger, that is going to jump to the front of your mind before the more abstract, huge scale of violence that's happening to people. Like, that's always you care about the people you love more than strangers. Like, that is just how it is. Like, that's how our brains work. It's not saying anyone is more important than anyone else, but it's just how your brains work. So I mean, I commend them for being able to still be nuanced about it and I mean, he's clearly frustrated here because they haven't had any time to process it without Hassan just fucking sicking his flying monkeys on them and holding them accountable for all of Israel's sins. It's just insane.
How much more can I say it? Israel is now bombing Gaza, which is monstrous, genocidal, fucked up.
Bro, I don't know what more I can say.
4 days. 4 days in, he was already calling it a genocide. It took a lot of people a lot longer than that to call it a genocide. Literally, what else could he have done?
People go, why don't you say it enough? Because it doesn't matter. Like, I already said this, like, immediately afterwards and so many times in between.
But that's also like emotional manipulation too. Right? You have to say it more than everybody else. Why? And every time you say it, it's not enough. You're not saying it perfectly enough. You're not saying it in the right order. You're not acknowledging this as well, right? You're going to hear that from everywhere because people don't have control over the situation, but they want to feel like they are in control. So why would, like, what was he supposed to do?
It doesn't matter.
Honestly, even as a viewer, I forgot you went that hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess maybe it's not that surprising that the haters could forget.
As someone who works here and is in the middle of this, Ben and Panada referenced this clip, and when I went back and watched it, I was like, what the fuck?
He referenced it in what way?
Either.
To criticize me?
Yeah, him criticizing you.
How does he criticize me for this?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
They're
this
insane.
is the clip you pull?
What is his criticism?
I don't remember.
Listen.
Yeah.
He's lying. That's what they do. I swear to God, they go, he's lying.
The man is a...
Well, yeah, they don't trust him, and they get into this, like, semantic abuse, right? Where it's like, oh, you didn't say it this way. You didn't use this exact word. And if you did, it wasn't in the right place in the sentence. Like, there's no winning. They just hate him. They just hate him. And there's absolutely something Hassan could have done to mediate that, and he didn't. He chose not to. Because he's a fucking asshole. All right. So yeah, if you see that clip around, give it a share for whatever it's worth. Let's move on to the commentary YouTuber who won't go away. Cruel World Happy Mind. So she put up another dumb video, and I'm not going to watch all of it, but I am going to watch the part about misogynistic women. And if I wasn't already convinced that Taylor was somehow in this girl's ear, this abuse of the term misogyny, this emotional extortion, this emotional blackmail that she's pulling, just sort of validates that for me, and really, in my opinion, proves it. So here she is. I'm actually gonna go pee for a second, and I will be right back. Yes, I know we have no sound because my stream deck is not working. But we're powering through. Do we want to talk about the lesbian tarantulas? Ugh. Will my voice ever be the same again? This is really fun. It's really fun being sick. I just had to pee. I've been drinking so much water. It's just like gurgling inside my body. Okay, so let's talk about Cruel World Happy Mind, who has now decided that she's actually the best researcher there is, and everybody's wrong who was criticizing her. And if you are criticizing her, you are a misogynist, because there is no way to validly criticize a woman, even if you are a woman. You are just you just have internalized misogyny. So here she is, trying to convince us of that.
100% upfront. The main thing that has led me to really reflect on this.
Pretty childish hat she's wearing. Wouldn't you say? Pretty childish hat. Kind of looks like something Ela Klein would make. And we know Ela Klein's fashion is concerning. You know?
And try to make a positive change in my content has really been realizing the amount of misogynistic women that have been.
Oh, God. Misogynistic women. Here you go. This is the Taylor Lorenz talking point.
100,000%. Like, do you guys know what the Dunning-Kruger effect is? Let me look it up. I just want to show you the definition, because I saw someone say it and I was like, oh my God, that's so fucking true. Okay, here it is. So, the Dunning-Kruger effect. Shut up. A cognitive bias that describes the systematic tendency of people with low ability in a specific area, like politics, feminism, Israel-Palestine, to give overly positive assessments of this ability. Basically, it means the less you know about a topic, I was kind of saying this earlier with Hassan, the less you know about a topic, often the more confident you are that you are competent in it. But the more you learn about it, the more you realize, shit, I don't know anything about this. Right? So fucking Quam is down here for sure. She's down here with low information, but thinks she's highly competent in basically any area that she decides to Wikipedia for the day. That's where she's at. And I'm sorry, that is some homeschool behavior. Like, your research lacks depth, breadth. It's just you feeling like one Google search is all you need, or just going to one subreddit that is so clearly biased is enough to make a 3-hour video. I'm sorry, with peace and love. That is some low-level homeschool behavior. Especially like online, like new, like she was saying it was like the first like homeschooling thing in her area, like online school thing in her area. Girl. Learn how to be a better researcher. But no, we're all wrong. She's actually a great researcher, and we're all misogynists for thinking she's not. So, sorry, Madison. Please continue to put us in our place. Tell me what a misogynist I am.
Because she's obsessed with accusing me of misogyny, and obviously that's not a very compelling argument because the vast majority of our audience is women.
Right.
And not just like, and not like conservative women. They're all like liberal, leftist, super like on the woke scale. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like sensitive to these types of issues.
100%.
Like you are being a misogynist, how you're dismissing a huge swath of well-educated women who formed an opinion on you based on your own video, and you're just hand-waving it away because you're saying they're misogynist. What did they do that's misogynist exactly, other than criticize you?
Yeah, but that's how Taylor slithers out of any kind of accountability or criticism. She just says that it's being delivered misogynistically or because of misogyny. Like, I know, especially because Ethan has brought me up a few times and because I used to be mutuals with her, I know that Taylor Lorenz knows who I am and probably knows that I've been very critical of her writing and her reporting as of late. I think there's a reason that she doesn't, first of all, that she immediately blocked me. I don't even think I had said anything to her. Blocked me, doesn't let me retweet any of her shit. Because she knows I'm not a misogynist. And she knows that my criticism is actually rooted in reality and constructive criticism. And she just refuses to interface with me at all. Refuses to contend with anything I say. Which is totally fine. But I see you, girl. I see you. You want to just like easily dunk on Ethan because he's a man and you can call everything he says misogyny. But if you actually showed people the criticism I have of you, which has nothing to do with, you know, how people say you want to suck Hassan's dick or whatever, when it's about like your sourcing and your journalistic integrity, you can't spin that as misogyny. So you just ignore it, right?
Realizing the amount of misogynistic women that had been following me prior to all of this. An archetype that is worse than the pick-me.
Oh, she's saying it's her own audience.
No, but there's an overlap because there was lots of people who are like, I used to like her and now like I don't trust her.
Oh, because her audience is turned on them, on her now.
To be clear, I am not sure that this was about me because if she's talking about her fans, I think she knows I've never been a fucking fan of hers. I didn't know anything about her until this stuff happened. But I really, it is really bone chilling how this woman, this adult woman, who always looks completely different, by the way, how she can read like one thing or have one conversation about Israel Palestine or feminism or whatever it is and get on here and just be like so arrogant and wield that information and wield that language, that vocabulary as manipulation with like no actual information at all. Like just no sense of shame. I don't know what, there's something missing. There's something missing in her brain. Humility, maybe? For her to read a headline of something and then go on, either when she went on Chris Kunzler's thing and was trying to educate people about Israel Palestine when she literally just learned about it like this year, or here acting like she has any kind of a grip on the idea of internalized misogyny while also validating the archetype of a pick-me, which is literally a misogynistic archetype. I don't understand how someone, and maybe that's just because I like doing research, and so I've learned that every subject is so much deeper than, dipping in your toes in the shallow end, right? Like everything has so many layers to it. I don't understand the confidence with which this bitch turns on her fucking camera and sits there and says stuff. I don't understand it. She literally just learned about internalized misogyny like yesterday. She had nothing to say about internalized misogyny in any of her critiques of Ethan or anybody who has offended her so far. But all of a sudden that's a word that she's using, right? It's the Dunning-Kruger effect. I don't know if I've ever seen it this blatant, right? Because I think Hassan understands that he doesn't know as much as he should. And I think that's why he gets angry and defensive and abusive when he is put in a situation where he feels stupid. But this woman really is confident that one TikTok she watched told her everything she needs to know about internalized misogyny. Or that one conversation she had with Taylor Lorenz. Now she's got that battery in her back. It's very, I think the last time I felt that way was probably in high school. Right? Where you think you know everything. Or maybe just even like freshman year of college when, you take your first like poli-sci 101 class and you think you've got it all figured out because you learned a couple things that you didn't learn in high school, right? That's what this feels like to me. Just very arrogant. No humility, no interest in learning more. She has got it all figured out and she is here to shame us because in the same way that if you criticize Hassan, you're pro-genocide, no matter what you're criticizing him for. If you criticize Madison, you're a misogynist. Even if you're a woman. And isn't that worse than being a pick-me? The fact that she uses that term unironically is a testament to how little she knows.
God.
Okay.
So they're all misogynists.
I'm having flashbacks to Zarna's response. Internalized oppression.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
This is what it's reminding me of.
Do you think she has internalized?
I mean,
wait, what?
I don't think there's much going.
But what this also is it's weaponized accountability, right? It's like weaponized liberation language. And it's something that Taylor traffics in, and now Madison is doing the same, where they abuse this language in order to invalidate constructive criticism of them. They accuse you of being misogynist. They accuse you of whatever it is, like whatever the issue at hand is, that's the easiest. And they weaponize like liberation language, abolitionist language, therapy language in order to make you look like you're a piece of shit.
On in turn.
Her video.
Let's keep going. Let's get to her.
Psychopath. Like, who's the pick me? She went back in time. She LeBron.
Yeah, Hitler was on that vibe.
Now we're talking about Hitler.
Sorry.
We
James
like
Charles.
Huh?
Fuck Mary kill analyze depression.
So if these aren't good enough to show that
a need. I agree that even some of the titles of my videos can. Overall, I'm hoping that shifting my content into a more positive light will make it very clear that my content is not about making.
Oh, hang on, here's more.
Because most of my audience base is made up of women, I would often discuss feminine things happening online. But I didn't realize that through this.
And her audience was like, ugh, gross, women issues. Ugh, move on. I want to talk about guy stuff. I want to talk about sports
I'm a
and cage fighting.
Is developing a small and niche audience base who just would watch my content because they were excited for another dog pile. I didn't.
That is your entire persona, moron. At least come to terms.
That. Hold on, she is
Just
she's acknowledging that in that statement, though.
But it's more of a criticism of them, though, where it's like all they wanted to do was come be here for another dog pile. But my content's actually much more than that. That's how I heard it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I guess she is kind of slipping that.
I don't think she was
accountability
saying that
is-
to accept responsibility so much as she was like,
no,
these
yeah,
people
you
are
make-
shallow.
You make slop. Yeah.
They're watching for the wrong reason. This is a joke I made, God, a decade ago.
So is she going to pivot? I don't think she's actually going to pivot because she knows what makes her money. But this feels like when just recently, iDubbbz was saying that he wants to start making different content. It's like, bro, no one here wants you to talk about fucking geopolitical issues because we know you're fucking stupid. That's not why we liked you, right? So, like, if she makes this pivot, it's a bad idea for so many reasons. First of all, her audience is going to hate it. And second of all, she doesn't know anything. Like, you should not be talking about this stuff. Does she have a college degree even? Does she have any higher education? It could be in anything, right? It all, skills are transferable. But I am just wondering about that now. I won't ask ChatGPT or Grok because then I'm stalking her.
You're a victim of such vicious misogyny. I would imagine you would have.
Where's the bit about me? Aren't we all just interested in the bit about me? I don't want to watch this whole frickin' thing. Shout out to YouTube for finally making the transcripts pop up a lot sooner, so I was able to find all of the clips. Shock, shock, shock. Why is it not showing it? Stupid thing. Here we go. Where the hell did she talk about it? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Found it. Okay, here she goes.
She's only 23. And
Yeah,
boy,
he was like
Hitty.
in 50s or something, right?
When they met, she was 17 and he was 40.
There you go.
The way she sourced and cited her work, there's no way she went to college. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think a lot of times going to college can be an antidote to the Dunning-Kruger stuff. Like, she is just so She's so confident she knows everything. And I don't think that happens when you are actually exposed to the academic world as much, at least.
Classic.
Old Hitty.
Oh, old Hitty.
Against other women to highlight their unique qualities. Against other women.
Okay.
Themselves against other women, pit themselves against other women to highlight their
this is
unique
important because
qualities.
she's talking about
This
fucking
the main
pick
thing
me
that
shit.
has led me to really reflect on this and try to make a positive change in my content has really been realizing the amount of misogynistic women that have been.
Oh, God. Misogynistic women. Here you go. This is the Taylor Lorenz talking point.
Okay,
Because
let's
she's
fucking
obsessed
watch
with
this.
accusing me of misogyny. Me, Ava Braun.
All right, then there was like the Hitler
They're
thing.
like a billion times smarter than you.
Oh, wait,
Back.
that's about me.
Ava Braun was older, I think, though.
No, that vibe. That was most Nazis are.
We like them young. We like them. We like. Oh, she's only 23. And your boy.
Oh, yeah. Online sources were considered like second tier. Like you were supposed to go to the library to get your sources. Like you had to use books. They were like, you have to use at least 5 books and you can't use more than like 1 or 2 internet sources. That's how it was when I was in college. Not to say that the internet isn't a great place now, but like people are missing out on how hard it is to like really well source things. Her husband's 23 years older than her. Is that true? I don't know if that's true. I've never heard that.
Themselves against other women, pit themselves against other women to highlight their unique qualities. This type of archetype is
Unreal.
completely different. It's almost like they have such a deep self-loathing and
Madison's word of the day toilet paper gave her archetype. She's used it twice now in like 5 minutes. Archetype.
Self-hate.
She's talking about someone like girl with the mic.
Oh, there we are. Okay, correction. Whoever was talking about it, they were not talking about her. All right, so her husband is not 23 years older than her. I didn't think he was. Okay.
Qualities. This type of archetype is
Unreal.
completely different. It's almost like they have such a deep self-loathing and self-hate.
She's talking about someone like girl with a microphone who is like extraordinary, like a billion times smarter than you, a billion times more familiar with feminist issues, who has lived through this, experienced it, and has like seasoned opinions on it. And you are looking at someone like her and calling her a misogynist. Please, God, you are an idiot. God.
Thank you, Ethan. And by a billion times smarter, that just means I know that I don't know everything. And I'm not fucking arrogant about it. And I can be corrected. And I like learning more things. And I can hold more than one new word a day in my fucking brain. That's my archetype, Madison. That's my archetype.
So transparently pathetic. Oh my God, dude.
Hatred are so maybe unpickable that they dedicate their time to the
That's her deepest fear, is being unpickable. That's the root of all this.
But she's literally saying people like whoever she's talking about. Let's say it is me. People like me who are critical of her have such low self-esteem that we feel so unpickable that we hate other women. Who is picking us or not picking us, Madison? To whom are we unpickable in your eyes? Because the answer is men. Like the reason the whole pick me thing is a terrible analogy and shouldn't be used by feminists in any way is because the picking is being done by men. So to say people like me are just insecure because we're not being picked by men or we want so badly to be picked by men that we start attacking other women. Now that smacks of misogyny.
Do we want to talk about the lesbian tarantulas?
The only thing men pick is their ass. Like, do you see? Because she's like, she's not understanding that the one thing that she's talking about that is actually rooted in misogyny is the concept of a pick me. And she is blaming my and others' misogyny on wanting to be picked. Like, that is a misogynistic explanation, Madison. That's fucking misogynistic. Oh, she's so dumb. She's so dumb. She's really trying to like therapize this. And her only touchstone for that is, well, maybe they just hate themselves so much because men don't pick them. They want to be picked so badly. What do you think your behavior is exhibiting here, Madison? It's just so silly. It's just so silly.
It is.
All of other women around them and are completely comfortable with the most horrific misogyny
Like what?
in order to
Give me one
participate
example.
in bringing down other women
Let's
around
see
them.
one
And when I
example.
was looking online to see if there's a term for this, there is none.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
only the pick me, and then beyond that, there's nothing. But this
She's just continuing to validate the term pick me as something that she's like, these girls aren't just pick me's. It's way worse than that. Oh my God. This is why you don't speak on things you don't know about. You sound dumb. You sound really fucking dumb. Like, you don't have to be the expert on everything. Nobody wants to hear you lecture them on feminism. It is so abundantly clear how ignorant you are on feminism. It is so abundantly clear, Madison. If you are even assuming that my mindset or the mindsets of women who critique you, if you are writing off the women who critique you as people who just want to be picked and who don't have actual valid criticism of you, read a single book, Madison. Read a single book on intersectional feminism. Just one book. It can even be one with pictures in it. I don't know if they make those. Maybe start in the kids section and work your way up like Matilda did.
She's great research, lady.
I looked it up and it doesn't exist.
Great research, lady. Literally internalized misogyny, which isn't even really that under. I feel like that's actually like a used by sociologists
very
and stuff in
popular
feminist
term.
studies.
With Zarnas, it was internalized oppression.
Sure.
Yeah. Internalized. Yeah. I feel like you. Can find
Wow,
that.
great research. You're the first person to ever identify this. Dude, she's a brilliant sociologist. Somebody get her a PhD.
I saw somebody else say this earlier, and I didn't bring it up because I didn't necessarily agree. But the frame that it's paused on right now, is that not?
Oh God. Do you guys? I won't say it. I won't say it. But some people are questioning what her reading level is. Some people are deeming that.
Stuff. I'm gonna talk about sports.
Yeah. So that's Madison being Madison and acting like she knows anything. She doesn't. She definitely doesn't. And for her to sit there and act like she is so much better than other women. Again, talk about pitting people against each other in order to like look better than another woman, and specifically putting down other women unconstructively, right? Here's Madison being such a good feminist and shitting on me, not because of my critiques, but because she is writing off my criticism as me being a pick-me and maybe also ugly. Not entirely sure what she meant by this, but she really thought she ate.
Definition of judge me by my haters. I feel like I'm kind of doing well on that position. I mean, especially girl with a microphone. I mean, you know, ask yourself, why hasn't Ethan Klein sent you his makeup line?
Ask myself why Ethan Klein has not sent me his makeup line. Wow. Super constructive feminist feedback, Madison. It's like she forgot that we all saw her mask slip off. I said she's the Temu Regina George today. We saw the mask slip. We know that you are just a mean, rotten girl. And you don't know anything. And you just really want to be relevant. You want to be seen as a source of information or in with the cool people. I don't even really know exactly what you want, but being a moron is not going to get you there. So, yeah, you're not above anyone, Madison. That was like what? How long ago was that? 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago, you were being a total fucking bitch on live. Because you were smelling yourself and you thought that you really had me. Oh, why didn't Ethan send you his makeup line? Smash cut to me fucking owning you. Face crack of the century. You're just mean. You're just a fucking mean girl. And you're trying to do what Taylor Lorenz does, which is moral grandstanding to cover for the fact that you're just a fucking bitch. You're trying to act like you know more than people. You're trying to act like you are morally more pure than other people. But you're not, girl. First of all, you don't know shit about shit. I have yet to see you speak on a topic where you have anything more than cursory knowledge. Have yet to see that. Your confidence is so overinflated. And then you have the audacity to, within the same month, talk shit about me, call me a pick me, essentially, and then turn around and act like you are the moral authority on feminism and misogyny. Everything I have said about you, Madison, has been rooted in fact. I have criticized your arguments. I have criticized your sourcing, your ability to put a story together, the amount of work you actually did versus your researchers, how weird it is that you won't talk about your researchers. I have focused on your work. And all you had on me was, oh, I guess Kate didn't get any makeup when I fucking did. So I said it before and I will say it again. You are nothing new. You are boring. This is such run-of-the-mill crab in a barrel behavior from someone like you. You want to sit there and talk about women attacking each other. Literally you shitting on me in front of a man I don't even fucking know. Sisterhood! I dare you to say one thing, one concrete thing about any argument I have made of your work. I dare you to contend with literally anything I have said about your actual work and refute it, discuss it at all. No. You just want to label everyone who disagrees with you as a misogynist. But here's the thing, Madison. When you make yourself the victim all the time, when you are in a perpetual state of victimhood, like your friend Taylor Lorenz, it becomes impossible to see when you are actually the victimizer in that situation, when you are the abuser. So I know you have a lot of poor me stories. As an adult, all of us do. But just be careful. Don't get stuck in that victimhood mentality. And if you are taking cues from Taylor, which it really feels like you are, if she's teaching you all these big words like archetype and internalized misogyny, just be careful. Because if you are the victim everywhere, then you're not going to realize when you are being ugly and abusive to people. Maybe you don't care about that, but I care about that. And yeah, I mean, since you just like shit on me over fucking makeup, like how much more of a pick me are you, for starters, in that sense? About makeup, girl? And you were so confident. You were so stupid. You're so stupid about that. Yeah, it's the bets are off. Like I'm not engaging with you intellectually because clearly you are intellectually a fucking infant. But that doesn't mean that you can't be harmful and abusive and mean, which you are. So, yeah. I'm going to call you Timu Regina George because you are a really like terrible, shoddy, poorly made bully. And yeah, you can keep talking shit, but you don't have what it takes. You don't have what it takes. So I'm hopeful that you really will turn over this new leaf and just make positive content, because a girl like you, toxic positivity is going to be really lucrative for you. Toxic positivity circles love skinny white girls from Orange County telling them what to do. So that'll be great for you. And it will probably keep you from putting your foot in your mouth as much as you have. Because you don't know shit, Madison. And I wish you would learn. But I am done giving you the benefit of the doubt. Those lights went out as soon as you sat on a man's podcast and tried to talk shit about me and epically failed at it. But you're just a bitch. You're just a mean girl who's trying to masquerade as a social justice warrior to hide that. But you have a lot of aggression you're not dealing with, and I hope you get help. I hope you get the help you need. Actually, I don't give a fuck what you do. But I really hope that I never have to make a video about you again. That's my real hope. Oh, what a back half of the year it's been, huh, gang? What a back half of the year it's been. Just fucking gurgling from this water. If we think about it, I was thinking about the year and how it all started so darkly, right? It started with the content nuke and all the fallout from that, and the Hassan debate that was just awful to watch, right? It was just so like stressful. The Sam Cedar debate that was like even worse, in my opinion. Ethan having to, Ethan settling with Cav and having to read that statement, which, Casey Tron fans now understand how that feels, only like way worse. The CPS call, the skulls, the snarkers taking over like every corner of Reddit, right? There was so much stuff that we slogged through as a fandom. But now, like, as we're hitting December and I'm looking back on this back half, like, we've got Ethan coming out on top in the mediation, like, so clearly, right? So clearly. It's not something you win or lose, but he clearly had the upper hand. And, hearing someone apologize for literally anything that's happened and all the cruelty that's been put out into the world feels like, some of the poison's starting to get sucked out. Hassan getting some measurable comeuppance in the wake of Shocktober 7th. And then we have Ian and Anissa just like fleeing the country and spiraling into obscurity, where they're debating whether or not they should eat the shed of their snake. We have Taylor Lorenz just like owning herself over and over again. We have Cruel World Happy Mind getting owned and owning herself over and over again. And Trisha trying to hide the fact that she was like the most bloodthirsty Zionist out of everybody connected to this show. And now she's caught in 4K on fucking Israeli TV. It feels like nature is healing. It's been a real roller coaster, but it is ending on a positive note. And it's just nice to sit and realize, like, wow, there have been a lot of wins lately. Even like the Teddy Glow stuff was like upsetting, right? But then so many people just started showing their love and solidarity. And then we got Harley and Rich and like it just, the wagons were circled. And it's all ending up okay, which is nice. And it does feel like with Hassan's numbers dropping a little bit, it feels like the truth is finally getting through to some people. Even if it's not like, oh, I love Ethan now. If Hassan is having less of an influence on younger progressives and leftists, that feels like a win to me. Yeah, it just feels great. It just feels great. All right. Let me find some Christmas music because my frickin' Stream Deck isn't working. And I will open a little advent calendar. And then I'll zoom through my favorite things as well. Hassan shocked his dog. That was cool. I feel like I starred some, so let me go to these. What's this one? Let's see what this. It's kind of mellow. We don't like that. Oh, this one's like a little bit longer. These are also boring. Maybe there's just like a winter one I can do. Okay, everyone.
At Bucket Zero Snail says, another positive from all this nastiness is I found you and respect your intelligence so much. Thank you
Aw.
for being you.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it is not it's not always easy to be an H3 fan, right? But sometimes it all pays off. All right, let me find just like a sweet little winter song we can play. Oh, that's cute. We'll do that one. Sir, what the fuck? Where is it? I'm so annoyed with this shit. Tomorrow starts our first Secret Santa, Secret Snowflake, which I'm really excited about. It's gonna be fun. I think we have like 36 people in it, so it'll be a nice test drive for something that maybe will be bigger next year. But it's just nice to get everybody together. And shout out to Ham. Is it Ham Sandwich? Jesus fucking Christ. This fucking thing. I think it's Ham Sandwich for coming up with the idea and sharing it. All right, let me try this again, y'all. I'm almost ready. That was this one, right? Okay. Can y'all hear that? It's just like a little background Christmassy music here.
Go gay, everyone.
Go gay, everyone is right. Okay. So, we are doing the Rohan is a French chocolate company. And we're going to do their advent calendar. And we're busting up in every single one. Deej is definitely going to click that. We're going to do every single one because I have a new one for every week. Les couilles. Shout out to my voice for holding up. Thank you, Beth, for becoming a member. Be sure to join the Discord. Okay, this is fucking loud in my headphones. I have no snare in my headphones. Okay. I have not done an advent calendar since I was a Catholic child. And I feel like I've been deprived. So I'm excited for this. All right, so we gotta go in order. And that's half the fun, is like finding the numbers. All right, there's 2. 24 is the chimney. That's such a good idea. Well, one of the chimneys. 1 is the little door. Ow! I can't push it in. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's like a little snowman in here. A little snowman candy. All right, let me just try the quality of this candy. It's light, so it's not full of anything, I don't think. It's just a sweet little hollow chocolate. Good chocolate though, like a nice quality. Oops. And this is Rohan. I think I got it on the World Market. I'm sad that it's not in French, but that's okay. All right, number 2. I had seen somewhere. Where did I see it? Oh, there it is. Number 2 is the tray. Look at the tray. Now, are these all going to be similar? We don't know. We don't know. We'll only know when we open them. This looks like someone made a mistake. Like that one had a snowman on it. So what's the tea here? Oh, it looks like a little pine cone. You can see the... Or like a duty... No, it looks like a pine cone. Is it the same thing? Yeah, it's the same thing. These better not all be the same. If they are, I'll give them to my niece and nephew. They don't give a fuck. All right, number 3. Number 3 is this little candy cane window. Shout out candy cane. Oh, it opens like little barn doors. Yeah, I think these are all the same. Make it nice. Make it even. Make it nice. Get away from the tree. It's like my favorite video. Hey, go turn on my tree. Bye, tree. Ooh, it's cold out here. Okay, so this is another just like golden unfilled chocolate thing. Look at the tree. All right, number 4. Oh, 4 is this little tiny window. I mean, this is the real fun, right? Is finding where they are. Do other religions do this? Like other Christian religions do this? There's a trans woman whose stage name is Candace Kane. We've got little coins. We got some little gelt in here for the Jews in the house. Oh my God! Ce sont des euros. Can you see? It's little 2-piece euros. It's little $2 euros. That is so cute. J'ai 4 euros. Oh my God, I feel like Penny in Pee Wee Herman. So cute. What fucking number was that? 4? Okay, on to 5. This is putting on a nice little collection here. 5. Can you guys hear it a little bit or no? Can you hear the sweet little jams? Is that a little better? In Australia, we have advent calendars, but they usually melt in the car. Oh. Yeah, because you guys have Christmas in summer. That's wild. I know that from Bluey. I mean, and also just like geography, but Bluey really makes it sink in. Okay, number 5. It's crazy that there are enough spaces on here. 5 is the other door. I'm so glad we got little euros. That's so cute. Mecca lecca hi, mecca hiney ho. That's got to be racist, right? But Jambi was so gay. Different shape, different shape. It's a little Santa. C'est Père Noël. C'est Père Noël. Oh, these are so cute. I'm definitely going to bring them all to the kiddos. 6. On cherche le numéro 6. C'est le cheminée. La cheminée. La cheminée. Alors. Do you open it like this? And it's Santa. Le Père Noël, il est dans la cheminée. Whoa. No, this is straight up Saint Nicholas. He's got the staff. Shout out fucking Saint Nick. Saint Nicolas. Oh my God, it's the Pope. It's Saint Nicholas. That one's for the Pope. If he's still streaming, someone tell him we found him in my advent calendar. Saint Nick. All right, number 7. On cherche le numéro 7. Ah, c'est le pingouin. C'est le pingouin, là. Monsieur le pingouin. Qu'est-ce que tu as dedans? Oh! I think this one might be solid. It's a little solid. Bonhomme de neige. C'est un bonhomme de neige. Look how little and cute. Ok. On cherche numéro 8. Ah, c'est la fenêtre. C'est la fenêtre. Bon, on ouvre. Et c'est quoi ça? Oh, it's like an ornament. They're like these little baubles, like little ornaments. Very cute. Little Santa ornament. Okay, 9. I think I saw 9 over here. Yes, 9 is this window and kind of like the Christmas tree in front of the window. I'm gonna give myself a fucking paper cut. Ooh, little guy. Oh! It's a little bear. C'est un ours. It's a little bear. Beautiful. All right, number 10. Numéro 10. Numéro 10. Where the hell's 10? Oh, 10's another door. There's a lot of doors on this house. The throat muscles you need to say some French words is crazy. There are some crazy ones. La nourriture. That's a tough one. La nourriture. A lot of sounds that we don't have in English. Reported to the bees about the calendar. It's another Père Noël. It's another Père Noël. Dude, look how much bigger Saint Nick is than Santa. They're like, we're fucking Catholic, bitch. Alright, this is getting a little crazy. I don't even know what number that was. Is that 10? Alright, 11. 11. 11. 11 is this little elf back here. I actually don't know the word for elf. Thanks, buckets of nails. Bucket of nails. Snails? French is hard, man. I have an ear for accents, so I could always do it. But I didn't really learn French until I worked in a French environment. It's a tiny Père Noël. These are so cute. I want to try one of the solid ones. I'm sure it tastes the same. It's probably crap chocolate, like, you know, low quality chocolate for France, but it tastes so much better. I learned the difference in why European chocolate tastes so much different than American chocolate. Why American chocolate like tastes more acidic? It's because of factory farming. In Europe, factories, like chocolate making places, are much closer to actual farms, so they can use fresh milk. But because of the way we farm in the US, which is like these massive farms in the middle of the country, which aren't necessarily near the places making the food, they have to use powdered milk to make American chocolate. Like, that's how Hershey's was first made. And that's why it tastes like puke, or like bile, kind of, like stomach acid, which might be your jam, you know? My wife loves, oh wait, there's more money in here. Oh my God, it's 6 euros. Oh no, it's stuck. Do you see it? Everyone panic. Everybody panic. We can't let a single pièce be abandoned. Come on. What the fook, man? I'm totally gonna fucking destroy it. I'll come back for you, sir. All right, don't let me forget the coin in there. Je panique. Okay. What number was I on? 11, 12? There's 11. 11 was the elf. 12, I feel like is up on the roof somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, 12 is down here. Haha, we got another pine cone. With peace and love, they really phoned it in with the pine cones. I mean, maybe it's like a classic thing there, but like, it literally looks like you just wrapped it in foil. Nothing on the paper at all. At least this one's gold and looks pretty. It looks kind of like a golden egg, like a goose with a golden egg. That's 12. Lucky number 13. This little bastard up in the attic. Another phoner inner. Another phoner inner, but that's okay because I'm still wowed by this big boy. All right, that was 13. So 14. Another door. Oh, and it's got all full hearts on it. Like February 14th. That did not sound fun. Okay. We're opening the door. It's like another like ornament type. It's like a little bear. But I don't know if they actually have like the shape on them. I don't think they do. They're just kind of like textured, if you can see that. So they don't have a bear shape. 14. How are there still so many to go? It's crazy. 14. On cherche 14. On cherche le 14. Il est où? Il est où? Oh, I just did the 14. Duh, that's why I didn't find it. 15. Another little elf in a window. 31 days. Well, it's 25 days or 24. I guess it's 25 total. It's just counting down till Christmas, not doing all of December. We got another little snowman. We love that. All right, number 16. Oh, it's the reindeer right next door. Did you guys know a female deer in French is called une biche? You're welcome. Une biche. Not to be confused with what I called Madison earlier. Will I be called a misogynist? Sure. But it'll be by a bunch of dirtbags, so I don't care. Penguin. 16. 17. 17. Ooh, pretty pink. Haven't got any pink yet. Maybe it'll be a girly pop. Nope, just gay Santa. Gay Santa. He's cute. What number was that? What number was that? Oh, 17, right? 17. All right, 18. We're getting down to it, guys. Why is 4 open? Oh, 4 is the one that I need to excavate. The fuck is 18? There's 19. Oh, 18. These cute little barn door types. Pine cone. Pine cone, boring. Pine cone. 19 is here. It's a little peppermint. Hey. Ornament. Very cute. All right, 20. It's so fun doing them all at once. So satisfying. All Santa's reindeers are boys. Is that true? Oh, because I love antlers. Yeah. My favorite silly French word. I'll have to think about that. Uh-oh, we got coins. We got coins. We got some. Oh, these are $1, €1 coins. Only 3 in here. Oh no, there's a 2. There's a 2-y. A toonie, as they'd be called in Canada. And we got a couple oneers. Single euro pièce. I love the coins. So that was 20. 21, which is my favorite number. Right here. Hope it's something good. Oh my God, I almost spoiled the whole thing for myself. Come on out, little guy. You're crowning. Another little Santa. Oh, shit. Almost lost St. Nick. They are females. The males lose their antlers at that time of year. But don't they all have antlers? Female deer don't have antlers. Do reindeer, though? Actually, I don't know the answer to that. 21, 22. Madison, do you see how I stopped myself because I didn't know what I was talking about? It's that easy. Try it sometime. 22. What if no one's a misogynist? What if we're all just ladies who are criticizing each other? You know? But you were being a misogynist to me by making it about makeup. Santa! 22. It's almost time for the last one. 23. Oh, it's another pine cone. Boring. But hey, try it sometime. Another poopy little pine cone. All right, that was 23. 24 is here. Is there not a 25? I just want to make sure. Yeah, I think 24 is the last one we open. Because then 25, it's like, fuck this little stupid present. We got real presents. Okay, last one. Number 24. You guys can see it first. I don't know what it is. It's another Santa. Is this a big Saint Nick? Nah, this is just straight up Santa. So we have Saint Nick and we have Santa. And they kiss because they're boys and they're gay. Yay! They are the same height. Okay, well there's that. And the chocolate's delicious for what it is. Oh, let me go back to number 4 and dig out that other PS. No Man Left Behind. Ever want to see what the inside looks like? It's kind of crazy. Where's number 4? That shit is stuck. Hey, we got it. That's a deuce. We got a final deuce. So that's our advent calendar for this week. And we will have, all the chocolates do sadly taste the same. Jenny, you may not put your dick in it. Unless you buy your own. There will be another advent calendar next week and the week after that. And the week after that. And they'll all be different. They're not all, this is the only chocolatey one. Next week, I don't remember which one we're doing next week, but they're all different. And so it'll be really fun. And we'll do all the activities or whatever it is in one night. So there's that. Just like Santa. Bringing all the presents to all the good boys and girls in one single night. As the prophecy foretold. All right, lastly, because it's almost midnight, holy shit. I'm so happy my voice lasted for a full show. All right, I'll just lower that a little bit. And let's quickly go through my favorite things. It's kind of Oprah-y, but not as exciting. A little goopy, a little Gwyneth Paltrow, where I'm just sharing all the stuff that I love to use like every single day. So let's go. All right, web. Gwam's favorite things. All right, let me move this up just a little bit. Beautiful. And we can actually push this in because this is the last thing we're doing. Stupid fucking cold. Okay. So I have rounded up all the stuff that I can't live without, essentially, right now in my life. It's mostly things that I put on my body. So here we go. I don't remember what order I did. Hair stuff, obviously, curly hair. I've got a lot of opinions, and my hair is not looking good tonight, but the products are still holding up. Pattern is like just the best. If you see a star, that means that the product is Black owned or honestly POC owned, because we've got like Black women in here, we've got Asian women in here, we've got I think some Latino women as well. So all of the stars are POC owned. All the plus signs are woman owned. So if it's just a plus sign, it's a white lady that owns it. If it's a plus sign and a star, it is a woman of color who owns it. We've got the slip silk scrunchies, these little guys, which some people think is like a bracelet when I wear it. But this is the only kind of scrunchie I use in my hair anymore. I don't know why it took me so long. Get silk scrunchies of any kind. I just like these because they're small. So much less breakage of my hair. So much less breakage. And when your hair is fine, you don't want breakage. And then the hair edit, the comb, which I think is somewhere around here. Where is it? Oh, I think I see it. It fell off my desk. Shout out cats. This comb, I actually have it here. It's like really sturdy. Sometimes I feel like wide tooth combs are like flimsy. This one is not. So I really like it. That one's a keeper for sure. Why did the music stop? Oh, it's going. Okay. So that's like some of my products that I use. Oh, for pattern, I have the leave-in conditioner and the gel. Both. Both are essential. Skin. People have asked about my skincare routine. I will say it is mostly dumb luck that I have pretty good skin at my age. I've never really had like acne or anything, but I do have dry skin. So a lot of this is like everywhere I have dry skin. So exfoliating and moisturizing are very important to me. Acure, their brightening facial scrub is so good. If you miss the feeling of the St. Ives apricot scrub, like dermaplaning off like 5 layers of your skin, this is like this is like the actually good for your face version. Like it's softer. It's like a softer scrub. But sometimes if you get like a sugar scrub, it just dissolves and it feels like it doesn't do anything. This grit stays, and it's made with like this French green clay. And so it like really softens your skin. It's awesome. It's awesome. And yeah, you don't have to rub hard. You just rub really, really gently. Because I get like dry patches like here, and it always feels better afterwards. Tatcha face cream. I'm currently working through the purple one. Not cheap. It's not cheap. It's like $75, but it has lasted a really long time. And it's just like a very, very thick, wonderful moisturizer. I do want to try the gel version, because This stuff tends to trap like a lot of heat under your skin, like especially in the summertime, and it just makes me fucking sweat because of that. And I've heard that like gel-based face moisturizers don't do that. But I still love this, and I use it every single day. CeraVe SA lotion is not what you think. It's salicylic acid. I have like the dry, bumpy upper arms if I don't take care of them. So I'll do like African net exfoliation, and then I put this stuff on. Smooth as a baby's butt. Smooth as a baby's butt. The best lotion for, I think it's called Keratosis pilaris, that I've ever had in my life. And I've had this my whole life. And then Caudalie, it's a French skincare company. Their hand cream, a very cool friend of mine turned me onto it. She's in LA and she's a writer and she's just like such a cool bitch. And I am obsessed with it. I will never not have Caudalie, the hand cream. It smells delicious and it just feels so good. And it's good for your nails too. And I do a lot of nail stuff. So that's helpful. Why are my songs not playing? Thank you, God. All right, next up. Nails. Speaking of nails, my two current favorite brands of nail polish are both woman-owned. Holo Taco and Mooncat, which is actually woman of color owned. Pick whatever colors you want. I mean, beautiful colors. I just love the variety. You guys have heard. Oh, I have it here. Hang on. Like this thing. Got my nail buffers in here too, and some other. This is all essentially nail ASMR. This is mostly Mooncat and Holo Taco. There are some like paparazzi in there because I did like Pride nails, and so I just bought cheapy ones for that. But like colors that I love, Holo Taco has really nice browns, and this like purpley red is really nice. Mooncat, I think these are two of my favorites. They're kind of similar, but you can kind of see they're like these pearly, it's like a periwinkle and a white that are really nice. It's After the Rain and Ghosts of Hecate. Those are two of my favorites for sure. Basically anything that's on the top here, I use a lot. Oh, and this gold, Holo Taco's glittery polishes are great. So those are my two favorites for sure. Did I put everything back in here? No, sure didn't. Okay. Next up is Seche. Oh, and I have that here too. Seche Vive is a top coat that will dry your nails almost instantly. And this one, the blue bottle, first of all, it smells like paint markers and I love it. Get high. Oh, it smells so good. It's a gel effect. So it like, the gloss is really nice. And they stay longer than like with other top coats, I feel. Like it just gives it like such a nice finish. Literally so great. I use their base coat too, but I can't really tell if it's like amazing or not. But this one, it's just like this nice thick top coat. And your nails dry really fast, which I need because I forget I paint my nails and I fuck them up all the time. Nail oil, which I also have. I have all my nail shit here. They come in these cute little sticks. I'm going to share this whole presentation in the Discord so you guys can see it there. If I forget to put it up, just let me know. Basically, it comes with all the oil and it's got a little brush tip. And you just paint it on your nails. And I get the crisp scent and it smells so good. You can get them on Amazon. They come in like packs of 6. So I have them all over the house. All over the house. Click, click, click. I got into this because I really wanted to try to grow my nails out. And I was a big time nail biter. And my nails were really weak. I think probably because of biting them all the time. Right? And I had never really taken care of them. And so I got really deep into like nail, I'm just doing my nails now, into nail Reddit, like natural nails Reddit. And everyone was saying if you want to grow your nails out, you should be oiling them like multiple times a day to keep them from getting brittle. And I'm just obsessed with this shit. I give it to all my friends. I have them in all my bags. It's like a comfort blanket. It has become a comfort blanket because I'm like, if my nails are bare, I'm gonna fucking bite them. I'm gonna fucking bite them. Does it keep your nail beds more moisturized? I think so. Because you do your cuticles and then you can rub it into your actual nails too. And the other thing, I don't think I have one here right now. Oh, I do. Glass nail files. Hollow Taco has nice ones. I don't know. I don't think these are Hollow Taco. They might be. No, they would have it on there. But like a real, like legit glass nail file is, I mean, it's just so precise. It's really, really nice. Keep going, music. Thank you. Yeah, so this is another thing I keep in all my bags because if I'm like shaping my nails, I'm not biting them. I'm still very fixated on my nails, but I'm trying to do it in more of a productive way and not in a destructive way. So there's that. Makeup. Oh, of course, Teddy Fresh makes an appearance. So I only learned about this blurring balm like a couple months ago through a YouTube short of all places. Danessa Myricks, black-owned business, black woman-owned. This shit is so nice. It's like a primer. And it really like evens out your skin first. I have like the radiant one that has like a little bit of a dewiness to it, but they have more of a matte one. Throat's going. They have more of a matte one, and you can get like tinted. Mine is translucent, but it has like a little bit of a glow to it. And I love it. It has gotten, I've panned it really fast, so you don't get a ton. But we'll see how long it lasts. I do enjoy it though. I don't even put like foundation over it necessarily. I'll just do that. I'll do my concealer where I need it. And then I'll do just like a little of the Airspun translucent powder. And it's so much lighter and doesn't look all cakey like foundation does. So I really, really like it. Merit. Merit is what got me into makeup because it's so easy. Like everything is in stick form. So like the concealer, which I love. They also have like little blushes that are in a stick form, like this little tiny roller thing. And they have like little pots of like single eyeshadows, which are nice too. But for this, I really wanted to highlight the highlighter and the concealer because they both come in a stick kind of like that. All my makeup is not in this room. And it's just very easy to use. And the concealer is just really smooth. And I've really loved it. Music. It's like, if you're not still listening, Glossier is another one that I just started using this year. Their Boy Brow, I was using the Merit one. I think I like the Glossier Boy Brow better. It's not all dry. The Merit one was kind of dry and like got dried out really easily. The Glossier one feels like it has more oomph to it, which I like. I always say, like, I just like kind of fill in my brows. I never feel like I have to wax them. You know, I just have them fluffy brows, you know? The Teddy Glow, everything. Like I say. And I got a lipstick or kind of like a lip balm and a lip pencil in like a black cherry from Glossier. Definitely was influenced by like Instagram or Facebook or something. Beautiful. Love the colors so much. And then obviously Teddy Glow, literally everything. Love the palette so much. I said on Instagram that the gold brown combo is so nice for the holidays. Like I already did it at Thanksgiving. I'll probably do it again at Christmas, maybe with like a little smoke to it, a little cut crease situation. We'll see. The color bomb is so nice. And I love both of the blushes. I like the Pop of Berry blush as a lipstick. And the Toasted Mauve, which I didn't think would be wouldn't show enough, is like the perfect blush for my skin tone. So it's really nice. And obviously the eyeliner is incredible. It does not come off. Like you saw Rich Lux doing the test. It is on for, it sets. It's awesome. This music makes this sound so serious, really? Serious how? Is this the last one? Oh no, we have the scents. So sense of smell is very important to me. So these are some of the sense of smell. Again, none of this is an ad. This is all free ads. Tom Ward would hate me. Merit Beauty's Retrospect is my hands down favorite perfume I've ever had in my life. It's this little guy up here. Smells so pretty, lasts a long time, and it gets just like, I don't know, I feel like it smells prettier the longer you wear it, which is really, really nice. And yeah, I just love it. Also woman owned. Vacation, owned by 3 dudes, if that matters. But I just love, they're such like a kitschy little company. I love their After Sun perfume. It really does smell like you've just been, like you're at a resort or you're at the beach and like on vacation and you've showered and you're like ready to like go to dinner after like a day in the sun. It smells so good, but it's not for wintertime. Merit, I can wear all year long. But After Sun is definitely a summer scent. And their candle, the lobby candle, smells so good. So good. I gotta get another one of those. Another candle I love is a very cheap one. It's the DW Home Sandalwood and Myrrh candle. It smells so fucking good. If you like a deeper scent, which I do, that's my jam. And then lavender linen spray. I love lavender. That's another good scent for me. I just love when things smell good. And I'll open the last one. Plus size clothes. I know they're hard to find, and honestly, the idea for this actually came from this summer, for me to do this, came from this summer when I was shopping for bathing suits and had such good luck and shared with you guys what I was enjoying. So I will say for like my neutrals and my more of like affordable staples like t-shirts, leggings, and then once in a while something fucking wacky, I like ASOS Curve, or like if you go to ASOS and look in the plus size women's section, there's so much stuff and it's pretty affordable, and some of it is crazy. Like some of it is bizarre looking and some of it's really beautiful, and they have really good prices on like stuff I wear all the time, and I love their little PJ sets. So yeah, I'm always looking at ASOS sales. Like check out the sales and you'll clean up for sure. Dressed in Lala, I have this set and I'm obsessed with it. I like to wear it for solstice and just about anything else. But it's an awesome little sweater set. Like this is all sweater material. They have great like 2-piece sets. I'm really, really into those, as you can see with this one here too, which I also own. But Dressed in Lala is a really cool company. I love all their stuff. If I could own most of it, I would. Shop Tabby. This is Tabby clothes here. Again, more of these like suits, like these 2-piece sets, which I really love. They're just very flowy and fun and creative, and I love dopamine dressing. So there's that. Bloom Chic is where I cleaned up on plus size bathing suits. If you got big titties and you got a belly and you want to rock a bikini this summer or a vacation, check out Bloom Chic. Their stuff is awesome. Yeah, their stuff is great. I got so many bathing suits for Florida, and my sister, who I would say is definitely a less adventurous dresser than I, and isn't always like as comfortable showing her body as I am, right? Because I'm like, yeah, I'm fat. Everyone knows it. Who gives a fuck? She loved my bikinis and went home and bought like 5 or 6 of them because they have a pool. And so she was rocking a 2-piece all summer long, and I was so proud of her. Way too loud. Shit, what happened? God damn. I don't know why it came up so loud. Is that better? Sorry, guys. They don't really, like, equalize the sound of the different ones. Teddy Fresh, obviously, is more dopamine dressing for me. When I can afford it, I love it. It's nice to get the sales. And if, like, the 2x, same volume, that doesn't make any sense. All right, let's go to another song. Oh, I see. Sorry, that was like doubling. How's that? Sorry, guys. Thank you. Sorry. I was messing with the wrong one. Okay. Teddy Fresh, obviously. Sleepy Peach is another kind of like super colorful one that I like as well. So check them out. Too Quiet. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ. How's that? Okay, and last but not least, these are just some of my favorite books that I've read in the last couple years. In Memoriam is very sad, but it's also very gay, and it's a beautiful book. 10 out of 10 recommend that one. It's one of the few stories about war on the front lines that's written by a woman. It's about World War I, and it's beautiful. Remarkably Brave Creatures is another wonderful one that I need to return to the library, but it's so good. It's about a very smart octopus and an older woman who is like the custodian in the aquarium where he's kept. The Frozen River is one of my favorite books. It's about this badass midwife in rural Maine, like northern Maine, in like the 1700s or late 1700s. It's so good. It's such a great book, and there's like a murder mystery as part of it, and it's based on a real woman's life, so it's very, very good. If you like spy stuff, Vera Kelly is a lesbian spy working for the CIA in the 60s, and there's a whole series. There are 3 books. So it's awesome. It's a great series. It's a lot of fun. The first one takes place in Argentina. The second one is in Cuba. And then the third one is in LA. So it's an awesome series by Rosalie Connect. 10 out of 10 recommend it. And lastly, you got to listen to I'll Be Gone in the Dark. It's a true crime book written by the woman whose name is escaping me, but she's married to Patton Oswalt. She was married to Patton Oswalt. She died before the book came out because she was self-medicating from the stress of writing this book. And he finished it with her friends and her fellow like online sleuths. And the audiobook is just incredible. And you hear like Patton and others talking about the process of finishing it for her. Michelle McNamara, thank you. I was like, Michelle something. I was like, I knew it was 2 M's. Thank you. So it's just wonderful. It's just a beautiful book. So that's it. That's all my things. I will put this in the Discord so you guys can check it out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Tomorrow we'll be back for another episode of H3. We have so many different things to talk about. I haven't even like scratched the surface on Denham's stupid statement, and who knows if we'll even get to that. But James Charles is a new victim. I feel like we need to talk about that. Nick Icato's back, and he did a video with Chelsea Lynn, who's like one of my favorite comedians. So we're going to talk about that as well. And that's about it for tonight. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I'm going to go eat. Maybe I'll go eat the Pope's head off. St. Nick. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Go gay, everyone.